Gotcha. Wapastim Tikasun. So, White Horse here again. Going to continue on with the 13 moon teachings and teaching about each of the moons. And we are on July now. So, with July as Nihiawak, we call this moon Opaskawi Pisum, or the molting month, uh, because in July, uh, this full moon will bless us around the second or third week in July. And this moon is also known as the buck moon because we're taught that during this moon, that's when the deer, the buck antlers have reached their fullest growth for this year. So as Cree people, we call this moon Opaskawi Pisum, or the molting moon, because this is normally when the young birds start to shed uh, their small feathers and start to grow their adult feathers. As well with the adult water birds, they shed and get rid of any damaged or broken feathers and they grow new ones in their place, mainly their flight feathers, because these are the feathers that take the most damage and the most use and the most wear on them. So they start to shed those during July or during that full moon in July. So we're taught that during this moon, Nochum Tipskau Pisum, grandmother moon, uh, gives energy out in her rays to help with those transitions because just as the our water birds are transitioning from being little chicks into adult birds and growing those feathers, and our adult birds are transitioning and sort of shedding those old feathers to grow new ones, but they're going through this change and transition. So grandmother moon, we're taught, gives out energy to help with those transitions and help those young chicks become adult birds. So as with us as Nihilak, as Cree people, we're taught that grandmother moon also uses that energy and gives it to us as well to help us if we're going through a life changing event or if we're transitioning. Say if we're changing jobs or we're starting a new relationship or we're starting uh, a new path in life. This moon sort of gives energy to help ease that transition or that life changing event, and it'll give us that strength to go through it. As Nihil, during this moon, we're encouraged to go on a vision quest or go through a fast and a vision quest uh, because with this moon and that sort of transition we're going through, that vision quest will help us and give us strength to move through that change we're going through or that life changing event. So it puts us into a state of what our elders are they call it a state of spiritual consciousness where we're really aware and really connected to the spirits of our ancestors during that time. So, with the water teachings for Opaskawi Pisum, or the molting month, um, teach us that Nochum Tipskau Pisum, Grandmother Moon, puts her healing energy into the water to use that medicine water or maskihi nipi to help us with life changing events or transitions. So when somebody goes through a challenging, life changing event, the death of a loved one, or uh, the breaking down of a relationship, or beginning a new relationship, or anything life changing like that, that's when we'd use that medicine water to give us strength to help us get through those life changing events and to keep our spirit lifted during those events. So, with this moon as well, our medicine gatherers uh, start to move out into the bush and move out into the plants because this is when the medicines and the plants are starting to grow and they're starting to be ready to pick. Uh, the most common medicine gathered during Opaskawi Pisum, or the molting moon, is the sap or the bark from Napagasita, or the balsam trees. So we normally gather the balsam at this time, the sap, as well as the bark to use in medicine. So that's the main type of medicine that's collected during this moon. Just because the Napagasita, they begun to sap, and they're releasing their healing medicine through their sap and their bark, and that's used for many different sicknesses. So those are the teachings that I have with Hopaskawi Pisum. Hope you've learned a little today about the July full moon. Thanks for joining me. Ginanas kong tinawag ka, Kiyaw.